What's up, guys? I'm tired. The seasons are changing, and my eyes are itchy and red and sore. And we're out here today again.
They're gonna think you're stoned when you say that. Wake and bake.
420. So Adam's got to fix his damn car today. He's bought out his new seal, and he got a new crank bolt because he decided that he reckons that crank bolt's done enough of its time. So he's going to put a new crank bolt in also. So that means he needs to pull the radiator out, and which means he needs to disconnect, drain all the water and all the power steering fluid because he's using the a trans cooler part of the radiator as power steering cooler. So he's got to drop all that too, and then he's got to pull the balancer off, and then he's got to pull the timing gear off, and then he's got to pull the seal out, and then he's got to put the new seal in and put it all back together.
So for us, probably have it done by lunchtime. Adam, in the next week?
Next year.
Yeah, okay. All right. End of next year.
Does that work for you?
End of next year, yeah.
Does that work for you?
So anyway, while Adam's doing that, I'm going to paint up my R31 louvers, which I've sold, because it wants them all painted and nice, because he gave me a lot of money for them, which is fair enough. So I'm going to paint them with that same bumper paint we actually used to paint the bumpers on the white car, because it's flexible. It'll suit those louvers pretty well, and they'll make them the same color as the bumpers, which should suit the car. So that is the plan. So I have bought the big Falk today in the hope that we will be able to load this big turd up this afternoon and take it back to Adam's house. So Adam is under a bit of pressure now to make sure he gets the crap done that he needs to get done, so that we can take it home. Huh?
I do need to do a crap.
Ah, what a surprise.
I'm full of it.
Fun times. Righto, so we've got Adam here is underway. He's just cleaning out some containers so he can dump his power steering fluid and his coolant. I'm looking for all of the clips for the louvers. So the louvers had all the clips but one. I put them all in a bag and put them somewhere. Me and Rex found them the other day, and I was like, oh, I'll put them somewhere safe where they're not going to get broken or lost. And now I have no idea where the frickin' hell they are. Been looking around everywhere for them. But you know what I did find while I was looking? Remember the other day when we were trying to figure out how to get a gauge in line with Zach's rail to measure his fuel pressure? And we were like, oh, what we really need is like a three-way, like a T-piece of 1/8 MPT females. I was like, that's what we really need to do this. But we couldn't find one anywhere, so we welded up that frickin' that dodgy T-piece with a 1/8 MPT bung. Well, I found this. Exactly what we were looking for the other day, in a bag of old fittings and stuff that I had. So it'll teach me to have stuff all over the place. So anyway, I started, everything I'm finding, fitting and stuff, I've been starting to collect to put in with the rest of our fittings now that we have somewhere for them in the engine room. So that doesn't happen again. But the point is, I'm still no closer to finding out where the hell I put these clips, which is very, very frustrating and annoying. I found the clips I was looking for, finally. That's good. Cleaned this up, and God, they look good. It's a real shame to sell them, but like I said, would be awesome on our drift car for the look I'm trying to go for, but chances are they're probably just going to get destroyed on the drift car anyway, and we got offered a fair bit of money for them, so I had to let them go because I need the money. And they're still going on to the white car, which I suppose is still sort of a car we built, so it's still going to look sick. It's going to be skits, so pretty happy with that. Anyway, painting with this bumper black. Like I was saying, this is the same stuff we painted the actual bumpers on that car in, so this should match, everything else that looks is all pretty much brand new on the car. So I think it'll look grouse, so I'm just going to let it dry off, and then we'll get some bumper black onto it. What's going on here, eh?
Before you started pulling it apart? You didn't, did you?
We did talk about it, be like, no, I'm certain. It definitely is front main.
I said it sure as shit looks like a front main seal.
Yeah, well, let's hope. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. I haven't checked.
Too late now.
We'll pull that timing cover. Well, yeah. Got to pull this off to get the timing cover off to have a look where it's come from anyway. So look at it fucking dribbling out like a fucking. I'm not gonna say any more.
So this is actually a little piece that Adam made up, which bolts to his balancer and goes against the ground so that he can actually torque the balancer bolt up to spec.
Yep.
Because he's a nerd and doesn't just do it the normal way with some other duggers. Nerd!
What about yourself, Adam? How's it going, mate?
Yeah, right.
Yeah?
Not too bad. If
Got
I
it done yet? Is it fixed yet?
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah,
That seal.
that's the front seal. How is it?
Yep, that's a seal, alright. Anyway, while Adam's been doing that, I've been sort of having a look at this thing. I haven't actually asked this bloke if it's alright if I make content out of it, but I will ask him before I release this video. So if you're watching this, then he's alright with it. But how cool is this little freaking thing? A82 Corolla, 4H, boosty boy. It's pretty gangster. So the turbo is like a huge turbo for this setup. It's a 3076. I haven't actually got down there to check exactly what size housing's on it, but one thing that's going to help is the fact that this car weighs 4/5 of nothing. So the fact that it's really light is going to help. The fact that it has probably the turbo's sort of way too big for this setup. But just did a leak down test to start with, just to make sure the thing was healthy before you go spending time and other people's money on it. So always good to just check, make sure things are healthy before you start. Last thing you want to do is do all your work to it, get to the end and find out that the motor was unhealthy to start with, and you've just wasted the customer's money and your own time. So, anyway, this thing is here. It is getting a Microtech wired into it. So we're wiring in a Microtech LT8S and then just doing a tune. Sorting out. We're going to have to sort out a few things. I just had a look. His turbo drain for the oil is not that great. I'm a bit concerned about how low the turbo sits. And the fact that the drain can't really get straight to the straight back to the sump on a sort of a decline. It's going to have a little bit of a up area in it, which is obviously not ideal for a turbo at all. But that being said, there's not a lot I can do about it on the setup unless he wants to go to like a scavenge pump or something. But that's probably not going to happen. So you can see under here. So you can see there the turbo return definitely needs some sorting out for starters, but you can see how the return in the sump is actually not that much lower than where it comes out of the turbo, which is a bit of a concern. So we'll look into it. But anyway, it's just a stock 4H 16 valve. Yeah, it's been boosted, which is pretty cool. So at the moment he's looking at just like £5-6 for now. He is planning on building a actual forged motor for this vehicle to make some decent ponies later on down the track. And I'm hoping that he will decide at that point to go something better than the Microtech. However, the Microtech's going to do for now. It'll be fine for this setup. It'll be nice and simple. So this will be sick. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you this car because it's actually cool as. So hopefully next week I'll get it tuned and hopefully make some pretty cool power because honestly, I really, really enjoy this car. The story is the dude's built it on a mad budget. It is just the cheapest setup. He has spent like hardly any money on it and it is cool. And I would daily the crap out of it. So very nice, very cool. Anyway, Adam's got down to his seal.
Well, that was one thing.
It's breathing okay though. So.
Yeah, that's
What's going on here, eh?
With 2-10s, it should have plenty of breathing.
Where is the leak? Oh yes, you.
But it doesn't look like it's in. Like the seal looks okay.
Yeah, there's nothing obviously wrong with it.
Oh, just JZ things, eh?
Yeah.
It's not pushed in, I don't think it's pushed in too far either. It's flush with the front of the case.
Anyway, yeah, the leak down test is all I wanted to do to this today, especially looking underneath it. I'm going to have to get it onto the hoist and sort out that turbo drain before we go too far with anything else, because otherwise it will, like if that turbo can't drain oil, as you saw with my 31 setup, you just keep going through turbos, it won't last. So need to sort out that, at least make it better and just see how it's going to go. But anyway, leak down test is good, so this is healthy. I'll put it back outside. And next week I'll get it on the hoist, I'll sort that out, and then we'll start wiring our Microtech and get it on here and get a tune on it, because that'll be skits. I'm hoping I reckon 140, 150 wheel. I reckon it should do that. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, somewhere like high 100s I reckon will be cool. Especially in a car like this that weighs like 800 kilo, it's going to be pretty gangster. So upon some digging and investigating, we have found that the front seal, we reckon, is not the culprit of the leak. there is just a big old gap between the sump and the oil pump where it is just spitting out oil. We had some feeler gauges. You can, actually get a fair bit of feeler gauge in there. It's definitely not sealing properly. And that's ironically one of the only things Adam didn't ever touch, because he only ever took the bottom half of the sump off. He didn't actually take the sump off the block. He left the short block pretty much alone.
Literally the only thing I didn't do. I did put RTV on there when it was on the engine stand, but it's come off, obviously. Now it's just pissing out. So
That's definitely the problem though. Like that was a 4th hour feeler gauge.
Yeah.
Went straight through 0.1 mil. That's definitely the problem.
It's pissing out oil.
So you went and took all those covers and everything off for
no reason.
no reason. However,
Well,
you had to take the balancer off one way or another.
yeah, the cover. Yeah, exactly right. So
Yeah. And now we know it's not the front seal.
So now it's pretty much a motor out job.
yeah. So now my bum hole is in a fair amount of pain because it's done.
Stop thinking so
The
hard.
vehicle is done, and now that has to come back apart.
Welcome to vehicles.
How fun are cars though?
First time,
cars
kid.
are awesome. Cars are so much fun.
First time.
I love cars.
Really wish I'd been raised to just be a drug addict or something.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah,
Would have been a lot cheaper
Oh,
and way less stressful.
yeah. You wouldn't have as many sore pains in your bum hole. Your bum hole would probably feel fine.
All right, so this pretty simple, easy day, get this car back home, has turned into an ordeal. So,
Why does this always happen?
so anyway,
Nightmare.
at the moment we've devised a plan. We are going to pretty much, we've been under the car, we've stared at it and talked about it for about an hour, trying to figure out the best plan of attack to do this for the least amount of work. And we've decided we are going to drop the engine cross member out of the car with the engine in situ so that we can get at the sump and pull the sump out with everything else still in the car. So we don't have to touch any of the exhaust piping, any of the wiring. None of that has to really be touched, which is good. That's less work for us. So the idea is that we are going to ratchet strap from the engine mounts up through the coil tower, down to the tow points, use those ratchet straps to sort of prop the engine up so that we can actually just rip around and drop the whole K-frame out of the car. And that way we can just get at the sump, do whatever we need to do, put it all back together, put the whole K-frame back in the car, Bob's your auntie. So fingers crossed that's how it works out. These levers came up really nice once they've sort of dried though as well. That's a couple of coats of that bumper black. Looking real nice. They're going to look real nice on the white car. So next time he's around, I'll get him to drop in. I'll fit them up for him. Yeah. But yeah, we're super excited about doing this. Very enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Righto, so this is what we're dealing with. And so, you can see up there, towards the front of the crank. And you can see that feeler gauge popping through there.
Right there.
And that's our problem right there. Ding, 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 ding. So, yeah, that's why we're doing this. Heaps of fun. Alright, everyone's favourite thing to do. Scrape gasket surfaces. Scrape off RTV.
I am having lots of fun.
It's a great time. Zach, where are you? We need you to scrape some gasket surfaces. You can see the sneaky upskirt of the 1J. Yeah, bare and all. Wide open for you to have a look. Subscribe OnlyFans, $6 a month.
$6 a month.
Isn't Pornhub Premium free because of the COVID-19 thing?
Yeah, it doesn't mean
so
it doesn't mean porn stars that are working from home can just have free OnlyFans and sell themselves for nothing.
Well, then what have I been doing? No one's been paying me.
Yuck! Gross!
Anyway, what a lovely little evening, day that this day's turned into, considering it was meant to be, you know, come out, do the front seal, fix it all up, put it on the trailer, take it home. Now look at where it is. Fucking, we got K-frame over here, out of the car, we got no sump, we got Adam still.
We might as well forge it. We'll forge the K-frame while it's out.
Oh, you better be forging that sump.
We'll forge the sump for sure. You'd have to be an idiot to pull your sump off and not forge it while it's off.
I take that advice.
I mean, if you didn't, you'd probably have no cred at all. No cred. No forged sump. No cred.
No cred. How do I get cred?
Gotta go to the front yard.
Yeah, you've got to go in your home.
Yeah, that's when you know you've made it. When you're a front yard setup instead of
yard.
backyard.
This backyard shit.
Yeah, backyard is trash. Front yard is.
It's on display for everyone to
Yeah,
see.
you're on your way up then. You've made it.
Yeah.
To the top echelon is the front yard setup.
Righto guys, so we've got the first sort of half of the sump going back on, sort of just doing it up sort of firm on that RTV, and then we'll actually do it up tight again the next time we're ready, which will be very soon. But this is going to be as far as we're going to get today. We're just going to finger tight this up, and then we'll chuck the bottom part on just with 2 bolts just to close it up.
There's no gap at the front anymore.
Great.
There's a lot of RTV.
Good. A lot of RTV means no leaks, hopefully.
So, I mean, if this thing leaks now, I'd just bin the whole thing.
Anyway, that's going to be it for today because it's getting late. So once this is on, we're going to cruise on home and go and chillax for a while. It's been a big sort of week, so I am ready for a relaxing old day.
Pretty sure it's been the same size as every other week.
Oh, shut up. Anyway,
7 days.
thanks for watching, everyone.
Give or take.
Hope you enjoyed. Smash like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one where we're getting this thing hopefully sorted again, and hopefully it doesn't leak again, and we don't have to do this again. Fingers crossed. Peace.